Hello, happy Memorial Day. Custom Creator here. We are all around the world, but we are still American. We are from America, and we live in America. All of the divided states. I don't say that in a mean way. There are the lines drawn everywhere. It says every state's different. That's okay because everyone in America is different. There's a lot of diversity. I have the Philippines, Mexico, 2 African Americans, Asian, all in my little apartment complex right here. So, and a super political white guy that hates women for some reason. I mean, he's a weirdo. Yeah, he's a weirdo. Rides one of those bikes with a motor on it. So, bicycles, I mean. Hank Williams Jr. singing in Washington, D.C. in front of a pretty big crowd with the Washington Monument in the background. So essentially you got a good country boy from the South singing right on the doorstep of the north of Richmond. So let's get into that. First of all, I'm going to take my hat off to soldiers, everyone who's failed for this country for the best of reasons and for some terrible agendas, such as Vietnam, going over there to fight for heroin. So, or the Desert Storm to fight for oil, or 911 to fight for revenge. So, I want to just cover all the aspects of what these people died for, because they gave their life. The least we can do is tell the truth. I think that's important.
Yeah, they gave their lives so that we could continue to have our freedom and our ability to tell the truth. And also a major shout out and our hearts go out to families who have lost loved ones because they were, sent into war. So.
Exactly right. My family has not known the tragedies of war. I do have a best friend that has PTSD pretty bad, really bad actually. And yeah, I talk to him all the time. We have a video that I done reacting to the Star Spangled Banner the way you've never heard it. You guys have probably seen this on YouTube if you're familiar with it. I promise you that you've never seen a reaction like mine. I'm not trying to say that I stick out, but I do. So
it's a good video. Recommend y'all check it out.
Yeah, it's real as real gets. So let's get into it's as real as most of us. So let's get into Mr. Hank Williams Jr. Is what you would say. All right, let's do it. Well, I'll get a better view here.
Look at his outfit. American.
Oh, station identification. All right, Hank Williams Jr. live in Washington. Let's do this.
Rocking the stars and stripes there.
Joy brings about nothing but money and women and blues. Oh, see, but why do you drink? Why do you roll smoke? Why must you wake up country and I see you with the rock and roll? Over and over, everybody made the boy's prediction. If he gets stoned, sing a brand new song, it's a family tradition. Don't ask me, Hank, why do you drink? Why do you roll smoke? Why must you live out songs that you wrote? It's an attitude adjustment. Over and over, everybody made my prediction. If I get stoned, sing all night long, it's a family tradition. I have loved some ladies, I have loved Jim B. tried to kill me. It was in 1973. When that doctor asked me, son, how'd you get in this condition? Ooh, I said, hey, it's all bones. I'm just carrying on. I'm gonna move out of making a family tradition. Why do you drink?
Damn, that's a lot of people.
The crowd is gigantic. Wonder how many people were in there.
I don't know. That was a shitload of a ton. I mean, that was a shit ton. Wow. I mean, the way he can ad-lib is just amazing, man. I mean, like, God Almighty, saying amazing again. Again's an amazing, so we've got to stop him. We're trying.
Hank deserves some amazing, though. He is an amazing, amazing dude in many ways. But just that
Incredible.
opening where he's, playing those bluesy licks on the guitar and just singing his beard off, just doing everything at such a high level. And I think this is what happens when number one, when you've got a musical mind like Hank's, which is, definitely far, far above average. And then you've been on tour. You've been on the road since you were what? What did you say? 8 years old?
8.
Yeah, that you're gonna be pretty much a natural on the mic. But I mean, there's people that have done it as long as Hank has that aren't half as good and half as natural as he is. Man, it's just.
I mean, go ahead. Sorry.
It's just a freak of nature. Is what I was gonna say. Just again, his guitar playing, all the stuff he was doing vocally, where he somehow had like a really wide sound to his voice that had a lot of twang in it. He did that jump up to his falsetto that almost had that, yodel thing going. Just even his stewardship of the crowd, where he's almost conducting him in the sing-along. Just, he's an icon.
I think Hank is unique in this way. I'm trying to think of singers who became famous and had popular mother or father that was also a great singer. Well, that's the biggest one you could think of, the most popular singer child combination. There are a lot of them.
Think of like the Jackson 5 comes to mind immediately.
Yeah, the whole family. I guess what I'm getting at is this: Hank's, godfather and mother was June Carter and Johnny Cash, or June Carter Cash, and Hank Williams is probably the most decorated singer in country music history. I read there's been more people reference Hank Williams in music than any other artist in music history of any genre. That there are more references to Hank Williams than anyone. I don't know if that's true or not, but I do know that all these legends burped and changed Hank's diapers, and he's literally grown up around some of the greatest artists of all time, and not just country music. I mean, Ray Charles and B.B. King, and I mean some of the greatest. He's met Elvis Presley, and he's hung out with Marilyn Monroe. I mean, yeah, not just singers. I mean, so I think he's pretty unique in that way. I'm not sure. I'm not sure there's any other artist that was around that many completely top tier famous people growing up. I mean, Michael Jackson's family were kind of private in a way where I don't think Hank was that. I don't know what the right word is. I'm just like he said, he's grown up around the greats and he stole from all of them.
It's interesting. I hadn't thought of that because the Jackson 5 clearly was built around Michael, and his success far outstripped anyone else. Whereas, Hank Jr.'s father, Hank Williams, had this amazing impact in such a short period of time. And Hank has had, Hank Jr. has had a similar impact, but it's lasted much longer. So he's, I think that's definitely a unique circumstance because you hear sometimes famous singers have a parent or whatever that was a musician but not a famous one. But as far as like both generations being equally revered or famous, and that's really rare, and I can't think of any other example besides Hank Williams and his boy here, Josephus.
And here you've got three. I mean, Hank the Third is well known as Hank and Hank, but yeah, I mean, Hank grew up around Ernest Tubb and just the greats. I mean, the greats. You know what I'm saying? Loretta Lynn and Hank was probably backstage at Hee Haw playing with blocks and shit. I mean, I can't think of another one. But yeah, all right. So we'll go back that right there. I'm wondering why everything's so clear, but the Washington Monument's blurry. I think it's probably the pot smoke.
The haze.
the
it's not purple haze, but it's haze.
I look up the story of Jimi Hendrix. Basically, he was kidnapped by and give acid and basically held hostage for a weekend, and that's what Purple Haze was written about.
Purple Haze is a very dark origin.
It's a weird story. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I don't know. Let us know in the comments. Who's another singer with?
Yeah, we missed somebody.
Both icons, a mother and a daughter, any combination of a parent and a child. I know Jimmy Barnes and his son. I mean, I know there are lots of people that I know, but I just can't think of anyone that. Anyway, let us know. We'll babble forever. Literally. So here we go.
I ain't worried about nothing but money and women and blues. Oh, see, but why do you drink? Why do you roll smoke? Why must you wake up country and I see you with the rock and roll? Over and over, everybody made the boy's prediction. If he gets stoned, sing a brand new song, it's a family tradition. Don't ask me, Hank, why do you drink? Why do you roll smoke? Why must you live out songs that you wrote? It's an attitude adjustment. Over and over, everybody made my prediction. If I get stoned, sing all night long, it's a family tradition. I have loved some ladies, I have loved Jim B. They both tried to kill me. It was in 1973. When that doctor asked me, son, how'd you get in this condition? I said, heads all bones, I'm just carrying on. I'm gonna move out of making a family tradition. Why do you drink? Japan, and I don't want Japan to outsing the biggest crowd in musical history probably here in the nation's capital. You understand what I'm talking about? We won't make a joyful noise because we're making history today, boys and girls. 1, 2, 3, 4. Why do you drink?
You can kiss our ass. He puts part of the attitude adjustment, part of the family tradition. That's a song, it's he might him and Don Williams, I think, and Ernest Tubb or something. Maybe that's hell, I don't know, man. I'm excited, right? It's a song though. Anybody don't like Hank Williams, you can kiss our ass. Yeah. He talks about Waylon in the song, and I think it's Ernest Tubb and Waylon. I think it's in three.
Okay.
Oh man.
That's probably maybe the biggest crowd sing along I've ever seen.
My God, I thought the first time was loud. I mean, are they all the way back to the Washington Monument? I can't really even see the back of the crowd.
It seems almost endless.
I mean, we've seen videos of like this song, and it was a song, of like a whole Waffle House, and they put it on a jukebox, the whole Waffle House sings, they're just eating their shit, singing along, and but my God, that's a lot of people.
It's like every Waffle House in America joined in unison there.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen big crowds sing songs. Don't get me wrong, I have, but
yeah. It's like how he egged on the crowd. He said, it's over in Japan, don't want them not singing us. And then when he did his line, he did it a lot more forcefully, and they gave that energy back. I'm sure he knew they would. It's
and that intrigues me because I didn't really think country music artists toured the world.
Right. And
the
also,
fact that he was in Japan.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I mean, I didn't realize. I knew Garth Brooks had, and I mean, the big country music singers have been, overseas and stuff, but the Japanese people like Hank, it's cool, man. I mean,
it's weird because I don't know.
We do Japanese metal now, so
I don't know enough much about Japanese like concert audiences, but I know like at sporting events, Japanese crowds are weird because they're very quiet and respectful. Like if you watch American pro wrestling, for instance, you got a raucous, rowdy crowd that's cheering everything. Whereas you watch a Japanese crowd, they're sort of sitting on their hands and they applaud at the correct moments. And
like a lot of something.
Yeah, a lot of Americans are like, "Oh my God, I'm not connecting with the crowd." I'm like, no, if they're not reacting, that means you're doing your job well. So if he got the Japanese crowd to sing along with him loud, and that's just another example of how awesome Hank Jr. is.
I mean, even before you met me, had you heard of the song Family Tradition?
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, I venture to say lots of people have. I mean, even if they don't know who it is. Now, there are, like, we have found out that, like Finnish people have, like Dutch, some of the people, the Nightwish fans, have never even heard of Alice in Chains. And, which, I mean, I don't think Alice in Chains has the name Hank has, and I don't mean that in a bad way, just, Hank Williams and Hank Williams Jr. And I mean, just there's a lot of people have heard that name, Hank Williams.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's just, I feel biased because, he's my very first favorite singer. So,
understandably so.
Let's do that. Yeah, I'll use the line one more time. I was singing Hank before I knew what the hell Hank was singing about. All right. One more time.
All night long, it's a family tradition. I have loved some ladies. I have loved Jim B. They both tried to kill me. It was in 1973. When my doctor asked me, son, how'd you get in this condition? Ooh, I said, hey, it's all bones. I'm just carrying on. I'm gonna move out of making a family tradition. Why do you drink? Japan, and I don't want Japan to outsing the biggest crowd in musical history, probably here in the nation's capital. You understand what I'm talking about? We won't make a joyful noise because we're making history today, boys and girls. 1,
And he's smiling. He's like, I don't mind it.
Anybody that don't like Hank Williams,
They knew it. Yeah.
come on, come on.
He didn't have. That makes it even more amazing that they had no idea. He just completely changed songs. And the whole crowd, none of them stutter step. It might have been a little bit lower than the last family tradition, but
They followed right along. Yeah.
what the hell, man? That was so good. It's so appropriate for Memorial Day, too.
Yeah. And how good must
It's
that
in
feel
Washington.
for,
I mean,
yeah.
I think maybe the Metallica crowd was the only crowd I've seen bigger than that. There was one crowd where you couldn't even see.
Yeah, the
They
one
were like,
in Moscow, I think.
yeah, in Moscow. That's it. I think that crowd might have been a little bigger than this one, but this is definitely second biggest I've ever seen.
Uh-huh.
I can't even tell where it starts, where it stops, where it goes.
That's it. Yeah.
Might be people in the monument watching it. Hell.
That is literally a sea of people. And
we're talking about all these stadiums. I'm sorry, real quick. We're talking about all these stadiums where you can hear other crowds sing and stuff. That's the key word. They're in a stadium where acoustics.
yes,
This is outside. This is
where everything disperses. Yeah.
with old ass microphones recording it. This ain't on YouTube. I found this on Facebook.
Okay.
I say that for copyright reasons, but that's what I call it anyway. So I stole this, like musicians steal from each other.
But how good must it feel if you're Hank Williams Jr. to see this many people knowing your song, shouting it back to you? Yeah, that's got to be a great feeling for a performer.
And kind of to let me get out of this damn line down here. So that's why I got this downloaded, so it's not a YouTube video. Anyway, how shit, I forgot what I was saying now. Damn it, man.
We were talking about how good it must have felt as a performer to hear all these people shouting the song back.
Oh yeah, okay, thank you. So, to my point about the newer country music, which we're trying not to talk about anymore, that is what this song is about. It's about country music singers have always been a real close family. But lately, some of my kinfolk have disowned a few others than me. I guess it's because I've kind of changed my direction. Lord, I guess I went and broke their family tradition. It's not about him singing his daddy and there being a family tradition. It's about the country music industry shunning him and the fans of Hank Williams for not singing his daddy's songs and not complying to country music.
Yeah. For not conforming to the mold that they had made for him.
Some of these people may be, we'll say ignorant is the correct word, to the actual meaning of the song, but I think most of them probably know. And the fact that that many people were singing it, then, well, that's why I feel the way I feel so passionately. So I do apologize for sometimes ranting too much about the industry, but I've just never seen another industry in any genre of music like it that don't even have parental. You can't say what you want to say, and it's supposedly the most American-born music there is.
Yeah, considering the people that built it certainly had no.
Isn't that freedom?
Yeah,
against your civil rights. So, yeah, I think that goes along more with the other institutions that have big influence on country music. Political being the main one, and there are more. There's only 4 institutions I know of that run the world: pharmaceutical, political, religious, and those other one. Educational. So yeah, that's only 4 I know of.
And there's a lot of mingling between those 4 institutions as well.
Yes, there is. And then you got us. The four horsemen of the just four horsemen. Woo, Ric Flair, Charlotte, North Carolina. Let's do it. I'm gonna shut my mouth.
Hopefully that would make me maybe Barry Windham and not, like Lex Luger. But.
Yeah, this four horsemen swapped around a lot, didn't they? Great analogies there. One more time, man. Happy Memorial Day. Rest in peace, soldiers.
Go here.
Thank you for what you did,
Thank
man.
you.
I could have never
Thank
done
you
it.
so much. Yeah.
I shed a tear quite often for all of you. I will put that link to the Star Spangled Banner the way you've never heard it. And I don't know. We don't do a lot of promoting America songs on here, like just purely America, because just try to be diverse, and we have subs all around the world, and
Yeah.
I think most of the world already sees Americans as being insular, and just don't want to offend no one. Because I honestly don't it doesn't really matter to me where a band's from.
Yeah.
If the music's good, the music's good.
Mm-hmm.
I say it all the time. Big System of a Down are from South America. Well, why aren't they Southern rock?
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. But anyway,
We're proud Americans, but we are also proud of Custom Creators International family, I guess you could say. And same thing, half the time I don't even know where a band's from when I first hear them. I'm like, oh, that's cool. Then I later find out they're from, wherever. Like, for the longest time, I had no idea AC/DC was Australian.
I didn't either. I had no idea. No idea. And I don't know. I just don't pay attention to that really.
Yeah. I think Danny said it best when it comes to Americans. All of us are different, and half of us are you.
It's true.
Yeah.
If I go to a store right now, I might see half of what you'd call English white people, supposedly what America's supposed to be. I don't know. But America was founded by Native Americans way before Americans got here. I just don't look at it that way at all. I don't know where I'm from. I don't know what my heritage is. I have no idea what I am. I'm a human. And
Yesterday morning,
I love other humans.
Yesterday morning when I was working breakfast, I think I was the only white dude there. Hispanic ladies, a couple of black dudes, a couple of Cubans. I'm like, oh yeah, and we all get along great. That's.
Remember the Titans, the movie. Muscle Shoals, great. There's lots of great examples of where these belief systems and what do you call a system that's a governmental?
Yeah.
Whatever, man. The fucking lines that divide us, man, don't really matter in
yeah.
certain places.
And look at this crowd here. How many, different life upbringings and origins and family, dynamics are involved in this crowd. And yet they all merged, became one voice to sing this song with Hank Williams Jr.
John Farnham's Help is a great example. That whole stadium sings every word. They just sing like 2 verses. So,
yeah.
That's a beautiful thing. But I don't think they had near the numbers in that crowd as what's here. And he didn't just switch to a different song when they sing it too. And technically that's not his song, but I think it's better than the Beatles song. So I'm not nitpicking here. I'm not putting down John Farnham. Actually, I was trying to think of an example where the whole crowd sings, and that's a great example. So, all right, much love. Let's hear that one more time. We'll be out of here. Happy Memorial Day.
Son, how'd you get in this condition? Who was that head all bones? I'm just carrying on. I'm gonna move out of making a family tradition. Why do you drink? We just got back from Japan, and I don't want Japan to outsing the biggest crowd in musical history.
I just realized that he didn't even prompt them to do it the first time.
Nope.
He just stopped singing and stood back. Mm-hmm. They did, which John Farnham didn't either. But yeah, and I've seen a lot of people say that wasn't loud enough. You know, well, we went to the Tool concert. He kept saying, "Guys, that's what I used to do. We're gonna pack up and go home." And he always will mention the city before that. Yeah. Another similarity in Hank Jr. and Maynard. I see them, but I'm sure most people don't. But anyway.
You understand what I'm talking about? We won't make a joyful noise because we're making history today, boys and girls. 1, 2, 3, 4. Why do you drink?
I love it.
That don't like Hank Williams.
Get your ass.
Come on.
I think the cameraman's in love with that girl. I was saying I think the cameraman was in love with that girl. The whole time he filmed her. He filmed no damn body else. Like, dude, fire his ass, man. He's damn.
Maybe it was his old lady.
Or get him a date or something. Hell. Can you look? I have no context on this concert at all. I didn't even know it happened. I mean, Hank Williams Jr. sings in Washington, D.C., maybe? I don't know, man. Station identification. All right, so karma will get you. Shouldn't steal. This is on YouTube, and the colors are brighter. I think the audio quality is about the same, though. So, yeah, my foot's in my mouth. I acknowledge it. And it's 1984. Yep. It's the Bama Band, and there are 700,000 people there.
Yep.
That is 3 Super Bowls.
Yeah, that is a ridiculous amount.
We make, I mean, check the Moscow crowd real quick from Metallica. And, yeah, guys, I mean, thank you for being here. I have a video that I'm not sure where it's at right now of a memorial here in Faith, North Carolina. That it's basically graffiti, but it's beautifully done across the side of the wall. It's really good. I will put that in the end screen. I promise I'll put that video in the end screen. It's me playing guitar. So don't watch that part. But there's a beautiful memorial there, and this was July 3rd, 1984. That's when this happened. It was called a beach party. I don't know why it was called a beach party in Washington, but
stretched out to the beach
in front of the Washington Monument. Washington Monument.
1.6 million people at Metallica's Moscow concert.
Yes, a much larger crowd.
But still, 70,000, a crowd of 700,000, that's nothing to sneeze at. That is a gigantic crowd.
Especially, let me not try to be too smart-assy here, but to be the racist Hank Williams Jr. from the South playing in front of the Washington Monument, it's pretty damn good. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. I air quoted, not my words. Much love, everybody. Mental health is real. Experience like that is spiritual. So,
no doubt.
Graceful. You can put many names in front of that. Honorable. So, yeah. That old folded flag there. Johnny Cash has got a great song, the old folded flag. Kind of speaks it, but it's a great song. He's on the Grand Opry stage by himself. There's no one else there but the cameraman. Much love, everybody. Greg's falling asleep. It's okay.
Music is your best support group, guys. And Hank Jr. and Johnny Cash and those like him, they can lift your spirits anytime.
Shout out to the Bama Band. You guys are great.
Oh, yeah. Killer.
Shout out to the crowd that was there. You
Oh,
guys are great.
Yeah.
And if you were there, let us know in the comments. I want to know.
Yes, please. Let us know what
Love
that was
you all.
like. Yeah.
I don't care where you're from. I love you.